I ended up in a shelter, Jamanog. It's a Native women's shelter. At first it was hard. I guess I actually was kind of scared and I was nervous.
When I first met Rainbow, she was fleeing a violent situation, an unsafe situation, and that which is not at all uncommon for young people to be facing at all. She was very actively looking for housing and wanting to change her life around to leave her life that she was leaving behind her and kind of start fresh and start new.
Marie told me about YOU and the programs that they offered. They do renting a room pretty much in like a shared space. And I said, yeah. So that's how I got connected with YOU. I actually lived at Cornerstone for almost a year.
So in transitional housing, you're able to stay there for a year minus a day, so 364 days. And the goal while you're working there is to work on finding housing out in the community that can be more long-term. So at Cornerstone Housing, in the transitional section, there's the suite side. So it's 6 bedrooms with private bathrooms with a shared living room and kitchen space. And the youth that live in those rooms pay rent monthly to be able to build that housing history, because most young youth don't have that. And it is one of the barriers that youth face to find housing.
They helped me get my own place. They helped me do viewings. They were always there for support, like just to talk or go for a coffee or, something. They were always there though, so that made me feel like a lot better. I moved into my apartment last year of June. It feels good to have my own space again. I got Chico from a public school friend, and he's very spunky. He's very hyper. Roscoe, I got him for Christmas. He's a big baby. He follows me everywhere around the house. My dogs do make my place feel like home.
I remember on move-in day to Rainbow's own place that her and I just kind of sat while the movers were moving things in. We kind of just had a life chat about how she's been from the point that I've known her, from meeting her in when she was in shelter to this point now of having her own place. And we just kind of were reflecting on how much she has accomplished and how much more she can accomplish now that she's in her own place, so she doesn't have to worry about the time limit coming up of being in transitional housing.
I feel like I'm in a much better state of mind. I feel like I'm not trapped, I guess. So within the past couple years, I was able to actually go to school and get more credits. I only have 2 left till I can get my high school diploma.
She has always been determined to finish high school and go to Fanshawe College to join the Police Foundations program and hopefully get accepted, because she wants to be able to support other women that are going through the same situation that she was when she left and had to flee to shelter. And I think when it comes to Rainbow, there's always going to be something there about her that's going to remain with me throughout the rest of my journey in life. And she's always going to be one of the youth that I remember helping, from getting out of shelter, joining a Housing First team, finding her housing, transitional housing, and then even being able to find her permanent housing for herself is, I think, one of the biggest things. And just seeing her succeed so well once finding housing. She's participating in school again, and she's really working on building those relationships back up with her family members and creating new positive friendships. And she is working so hard to achieve her goals.
I'm really grateful that the community supports YOU. Only you can change your life, really. And if you get connected to the right resources, they can definitely help make that change as well.